Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley has filed petitions to appear on the ballot in Pennsylvania's primary. Haley joins Donald Trump as the only Republicans who have filed to appear on the April presidential primary ballot. The deadline to get those signatures is today. The next primary test of Haley's campaign will be in her home state of South Carolina. That is on February 24th. And 2024 will be a huge election year right here in Pennsylvania. Today is a huge day for those who want to be on the ballot. Dennis Owens live at the Keystone Building in Harrisburg with more on that part of the story. Good afternoon, Dennis.
Good afternoon to you, James. You know, for football fans, the Super Bowl was 2 days ago. For those involved in politics today, if not the Super Bowl, certainly an important playoff game, because at the tables behind me, I'm in the atrium of the Keystone Building. At those tables, if you are running for office in 2024, you have to have the required number of signatures turned in over there by 5 o'clock today. Very important deadline. It depends on the office. So I've already seen that Scott Perry, who's running for Congress, you need 1,000 signatures. They've got 5 or 6 times that they were turned in. President Donald Trump, you need 2,000 for that. I'm told his person turned it in, said he had 30,000 signatures. You always want to have more than you need. Isn't that right, Larry Otter, an election attorney who's always here on this day, checking things out?
I'm actually here. I was here yesterday. Be here early. Pro tip.
You actually came, you were serving double duty. You're not just an election attorney, but you brought petitions for somebody.
Yes, the Dean Phillips campaign asked me to file their petitions.
One of my producers said, who's Dean Phillips and what's he running for?
He's running for president in the Democratic primary. He's a Minnesota congressman. And I came here yesterday with petitions, and at noon I was told, you have a problem. We fixed it this morning.
So you brought it in yesterday. Good thing they showed you the problem. You were able to fix it and bring them back.
Yes, we had a problem with circulator affidavits. They drove them into me last night around 1 a.m. to my hotel in Harrisburg.
Lastly, for the last 3 weeks, people have been getting signatures. We've actually been blessed with decent weather up until today, where we had snow, but pretty nice out there, relatively speaking, right?
Oh, it's balmy for Pennsylvania in February and March. I mean, it's a nice day. I've done this in freezing weather.
So no excuses not to have gotten the signatures or getting them in on time.
Absolutely not.
All right, Larry Otter, thank you so much. James, big day today. We'll have much more in our reporting. We'll talk to the Secretary of State a little bit later today. That'll be my reporting at 5, 6, and 7 o'clock tonight. But it is petition day here. If you want to be on the ballot in April and in November, you need to have your signatures in here today. That's the story from the Keystone Building. Let's send it back to you.
Dennis, it's really a fascinating process when you just take a look at it. I just remember a couple weeks ago we were talking and you were actually out with some of the candidates as they were walking through neighborhoods getting those signatures, and now seeing where it all culminates in that building behind you, that those signatures actually have to go somewhere and they have to be there today.
Not only do they have to go there, but they will appear online relatively quickly after being turned in here. So if you want to check out some candidate near you, or you're just curious, go on the State Department of State website. They've got all the signatures online, and you can check them out for yourself. And there's a lot of people inspecting, James, because they want you to have, or why they recommend you getting a lot more signatures than you need is because there's a percentage in all of them. They're always flawed in some way. So you have to have a whole lot. Those who don't might face challenges, and that's why lawyers like Larry Otter are circling around here today.
Excellent point as always. Dennis Owens live there in Harrisburg. Thank you very much for that.